Alright, kia ora everyone. My name is Azareth. Welcome to my channel. Switching up a little bit. I'm using my phone instead of my laptop to record. I'm kind of tired of having it cut in and out all the time. I just want like an easy recording without it cutting in and out. So yeah, I'm going to use my phone. It's a little bit different. I'm just going to roll with it. I was going to do like pick a card today, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I was gonna do something like, what's the gossip on you? But I don't really feel like doing that, so I'm just gonna do a random general read. I'm just gonna tap into that unconscious and pull something out of it, and see what message needs to get out for whoever comes across this. So my messages are timeless. So what that means is that at any point in time this video appears to you, it's meant to find you at this time, because there's something in this message that's meant for you. So yeah, I'm just going to lay out a picture. I've not come prepared at all. I'm just going to do it because that's what I just feel like doing. So anyway, just jump into this. I don't really want to muck around. It's cups, 3 of wands, 10 of swords, 5 of wands. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I got a new deck like a couple days ago. I've been waiting for it to come through for like the last 3. I think it's been almost a month since I ordered it, and it came from America. And it's the Thoth deck. Now this one's cool, man. I love the cards in it. It's really nice. I don't think I'm going to use it this reading though, unless I feel like it. But otherwise, I don't think I will at this stage. It's because like, I don't know, they're a little bit different. You know, I feel like they're more used for like more something seriously in depth, and it's quite like esoteric, and there's a lot of wisdom and symbolic images within them, and that means that I also need to learn some of those symbolisms. I get some of them, and some of them work quite well, and I see them very clearly, but there's certain things with that deck that I'm still learning on. Anyway, so what I'm seeing is you got the Ace of Cups, 3 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and 5 of Wands. So I feel like you're trying to set out on some kind of like new path. There might be a new idea. This could be like you feel drawn to something. You know, you're wanting to, you're ready to start going on some kind of journey, but you're quite low at this time. 10 of Swords, it could be people that have been backstabbing you, and there's been general conflict. I'm just going to keep layering cards. So I can see what's going on. What's this Ace of Cups, Spirit? What is this Ace of Cups? Something about grief as well. You could be grieving over the fact that you've been having to deal with some kind of conflict with people. You could be dealing with people that don't have your best interests in mind, while you're trying to set off on some form of journey. What's this Ace of Cups, Spirit? Lovers. You've got this could be love. However, I'm seeing this as like, you're trying to come into something new, and you're trying to like, this could be love. You could be willing to open up towards love and ready to embark on a journey, or you're just waiting for your ships to come in, or for those ships to go out. So this could be you thinking about getting back into the dating game and everything, but you've got this past grief and stuff where you've been hurt, but it's also a completion. So you could have been on this process of healing and everything, and getting rid of this turmoil within you that just causes that internal conflict. However, another thing that I'm seeing is that you're coming into, I feel like you're coming into yourself in a way. You've potentially been healing and spending a lot of time, focusing on yourself, on what you can do, even though you've had these, because potentially you've had this conflict around you. You've had these people around you as well. Yeah, the Three of Wands, you're finding your fulfillment in something. There's something that you're trying to go towards, this journey I want to say within, this journey within or without on the outside. Like you might have something that you need to get across to people that's really important. Like this is from your internal world that you want to send a message to people. You want to share this could be sharing some sort of thought of idea that you've got a lot of passion for, or you got a lot of emotion towards, because it's something that sits really strong within your feelings, and you can feel it in your gut. You can feel it quite, like I'm feeling my gut right now. My gut's going off. So, if this is a gut feeling that you've got or you've had, whether you're conscious of it or not, and you're trying to go on this journey, and you're trying to search for deeper meaning. Let's keep going, but it's like you're trying to, whatever you're going towards, whatever fulfillment is, it's like there's the coming together of it. This could be the union between your masculine and feminine in your mind. It could have been something that's been causing mental conflict, so you've been trying to, either you've been consciously, or there's been a level of unconscious imbalance between your masculine and your feminine, and you've been in the process of balancing that out, because it has been causing conflict, and it's been, unrooting things to a certain degree. What's this Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords. Knight of Wands. So this could be your movement on how, like, that this could be a fast thing that's coming through, like a fast movement. I feel like something that's seeing the truth, or someone sees the truth in something, and they're acting upon that truth, or they're acting towards you, because maybe this could be people, again, if this is people around you, this could be someone that's could be backstabbing you, and they're sort of, but they're watching you at the same time. Again, this could be work. I'm not really feeling this is necessarily something family. What's this Five of Wands? Five of Wands. Whoa, the Hermit came out too. You got the Knight of Cups, and then the Hermit. You could be in Hermit mode at the moment. But these people have been like, it's kind of like this, maybe you're trying to find balance with these people, but you don't know whether or not you're going to be able to. It's like you've been able to evaluate the situation and everything, trying to figure out, how do I move forward with this? I'm looking at everything around me and trying to see things from a higher perspective, because there's some kind of, this is not necessarily, pictures on these cards don't necessarily depict what these cards actually mean, but one thing, it could be like you trying to figure out your best option, and you coming into a completion. You've been analyzing your surrounding areas, trying to figure out, where can I go from here, what am I going to do, and this is why you are going towards your fulfillment. You're trying to find what fulfills you. But I feel like that's this Ace of Cups, so this could be something in terms of love. This could be something of some kind of a union with something. Could be a union with your mind, so that you could be, you could be a bit of a genius. The Hermit came out as well, so it flipped out with the Knight of Cups. Like, you could be a hermited genius. It's definitely a possibility. It's like there's like one person that wants to come towards you, and the other people around you yeah. So there's one person around you that's like, this could be, it's not going to resonate with everyone's situation. One person around you who is backstabbing you, or someone who's trying to find a way to disrupt you and put you into, could be like a trap to a degree. They could be going to, this person could be going back over to these people, and communicating with them and working with them, but these people are also not really interested in you. They're kind of actually walking away from you. So these people are conflicted by you whenever you're around them. This could be the fact that maybe you are trying to find, maybe you are that duality. Maybe you've got that kind of balance within you that it allows you to like view the world differently than others, and then you are able to assess things a bit more clearly. And this conflict, this turmoil, it's like you're finding it difficult to create some kind of foundation with these people because they don't want that foundation. But it's like you've got to kind of be around them. Like you're in a position right now where you're trying to figure out, do I put my time into people who don't want to put their time into me, or they don't know how to handle me. You could be isolated in this situation because you're the hermit that came out. So, but because you're still trying to find your emotional fulfillment at this time, like you're trying to figure out what you can go into union with so that you're satisfied. Do this real quick. Minimize this. So I feel like you've got options that these people don't, or these people wish that they had the opportunities that you do, because whatever position you're in currently, it is allowing you to make a decision towards something that is fulfilling you, but you're isolated from these people. Like, you could not want to really be around these people in the first place because all they do is they bring conflict. They could be like manipulative, like manipulate each other's emotions and stuff, or they might just stick around as a little group and they can't handle, they might just like gang stalk you, essentially. They just talk shit behind your back and then give you a face of like, oh yeah, two-faced people. And as soon as you're not around, and all they do is just talk about you because of their own insecurities. These are people like way in their ego, but like they're again, they're backstabbing you. But there's someone in there that's backstabbing you in general while you're trying to figure out, where do I go from here? And it's like, so I'd say watch. Again, these messages aren't going to resonate with everyone, but like, watch who you say things to, especially with like what you're working towards and the things that you're working on currently. Because there's someone who doesn't have, this selfish someone's selfish, and they might not like what you can do, the abilities that you hold, and you might not even show people everything that you can do. Again, you're evaluating the situation, you're not giving in to anyone, you're emotionally on your own a lot of the time. You might find it hard to trust people, and this person who's backstabbing you, who's could be pretending to be your friend, they might not just be a friend at all. Like, you could be someone who you've let in a little bit, into your world a wee bit. But there's something inside you that knows that you shouldn't let this person be around you, but you do anyway. Like, you might not let them be around you all the time, but you don't feel like you can be you around them. You don't feel like you can be your own. You can't come into any form of union with them, whether that's actually being their friend or something like that. Yeah, you're really looking at like what your options are. You're really trying to figure out what you should do. You got the three of wands again underneath the 3 of wands. So, but you also got 8 of swords. This could be you realizing some kind of truth that isn't very pleasant, or something you might be realizing, something that's holding you back from love or from connection or union. We'll figure that out soon. What's this 9 of wands? 6 of cups. Yeah, this is somebody who's like, this person who is like the backstabber, or someone who doesn't really act, who, I don't know, who kind of, I feel like they come in, you don't really know if you can trust them and stuff. I feel like they might have gotten hurt by this other group of people who are essentially walking away from this person, and they're walking away from you too. But this person's from this group, they're looking over the fence at you. She's looking over the fence and she's looking back and she's like, man, it's so much greener over here. There's so much more. And you could have showed this person that what you have to offer in general, and what you're capable of, and that you're actually, you could be a better friend to this person than these other people. But this person originally was the one doing backstabbing. But then they realized that these other people that are in this little group don't have their best interests in mind, and the person who's separated from this group, who's looking at you like you're the better option here, they might have been even potentially outcasted to a certain degree. They might get picked on by these people quite often, and you're the only person who's actually like kind to them, who actually just genuinely respects them for who they are. These group of people think they've got the upper hand on things, though. They think they believe that they can kind of, do and say what they want, but they don't really think about what they're doing. You got 7 of wands out. Well, English. You're in this place trying to figure out. You got 2 choices in front of you. And this is whether or not to go. This is whether or not you should leave. Like, where you're trying to find your emotional fulfillment and stuff. Like in your work. This could be your work, your hobbies, career. This could be friend groups. This could be family, but I don't really feel like it's family. And you're trying to face, like, you feel caught up. You feel caught up in this whole situation. And because you can see this group of people here, you can see this other person here too who's trying to move towards you. But you're conflicted because you're not entirely sure how to move forward, because you feel like you can't move forward. But that's why you're trying to evaluate the situation. You got 3, you got Three of Wands twice, with Eight of Cups in the middle. You know, again, this is you trying to figure out, where's my best option? Like, where can I actually go from here? You're trying to see it above everything else. Like, she's on top of the mountain, you know, she can see over the lake, and she can see everything above. You know, she's giving herself that perspective, you know, the higher perspective. But she's allowing herself to do that too. She's taking time to do that, because you're trying to figure out your best option. Again, you're in a hermit mode. Keep looking at that hermit. And you're looking at faith while you're focusing on your faith. You know, you're focusing on trying to. You're asking your higher power, like, where you should go. You're asking for guidance. You're asking for blessings, and direction. I feel like this is you trying to find direction away from these snakes, from these people that don't actually. I just want to say that they don't like you. Because all they do is just create conflict and pretend like they like you. They think they're better than you. They want to pretend that they're better than you. Because they see what you're able to do, but they're taking away, like, everything to do with them willing to make a connection with you. And perhaps you've tried, but they just don't seem to. Like, you just get that gut feeling again, you know, that gut feeling. You just, something inside you just says, like, these people are not for you. I feel like this is you trying to find the people who are for you, who are for you, and it's creating conflict within you, because you don't know how to move forward with all this. But these people are going to be stuck. These people are going to be stuck because of their egos. But they're still walking away from you instead of riding away from you. But you're also being called to be wise in this, you know, in your instincts, like, because you might be getting impulses to say something to these people, or say something to this person, and it might be creating some in a conflict where you're going to have to keep yourself tamed in that sense, because you want to say stuff. You know, you want to speak out the truth in the situation, or what's actually going on. So it's, you know, this is conflicting for you, especially because you're trying to hold yourself back. Like, I feel like you're holding yourself back from being impulsive in terms of letting this other individual who's potentially rejected by this group of people, and this person's coming to you because they're not getting treated with respect, and they look at you, and all you've done is respected them and treated them well. But you're also aware that they were most likely talking behind your back, and so you feel like you're aware of this. You don't know. You might not know the truth in the situation. Spirit could have been giving you signs that these people, or again, it's just that gut feeling, your instincts telling you, no, don't move with these people, you know. Whoa. You've got to take action towards something, though. Some kind of action. Under the Hermit. You're trying to figure out how to take action. Use Shaman deck. moment. Yeah, you feel stuck making this decision. Like you're aware of you're aware of your surroundings. Half the dick came out. Okay. Pound corn, some kind of harvest. Stand still. It's way too many cards. Let's try that again. One moment. The hummingbird. I haven't read this one before, so. Ooh. Here we go. Despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest, bypass the dung pile of old pain and hurts, head for the flowers and learn to trust the call that you hear ever so softly. You're being asked to release all of these people. I'm hearing just stop wasting your time with things that don't actually serve you and don't support you with your ultimate goal towards whatever you're trying to do. Because they're putting you in a situation where you're being conflicted by their own conflict, and in the way that they either view you, the way that they could be talking behind your back, but you're being asked to just move away from it, all of it, and don't worry because you're standing at this high ground. You're allowing yourself, because you got the hermit. The hermit's standing on some kind of high on a mountain, and you got the three wands again, and this person's standing above everything. They're able to see where the ships are and what's going on across the land. It's a higher perspective, and in this higher perspective, you're also having faith within your situation. And you're being asked just to go. The invitation, the buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to, this makes me think instantly like gut feeling, you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well because all is in the small. The all is in the small. Oh, this is 30 minutes. I can actually see how long my videos are now. Recording like this. I forgot I had a cup of tea here. The journey. Yeah, you're going on this journey and you're being asked to leave these people behind. This is what you've been trying to make this decision on what you should do, because you're like, how should I progress? Like, how should I move with this? I've been given some kind of option, some kind of choice. I can go in two directions here. One of these directions is you're involved with these people that don't serve you. The other choice is to go on to whatever this journey is. What's this journey, Spirit? It's like a spiritual journey, something that's in a calling again. Like I keep being pulled back to gut feeling. Like, what's your gut telling you? What is it? How does it feel when you're thinking certain thoughts? If you're debating on a decision, let's say, okay, this is what I want you to do. Essentially, this is how you're going to weigh out your decision, and you're going to know which decision is right for you. So you're going to put one decision on one hand and the other decision on the other, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to drop one of those situations, just metaphorically and entirely, just drop it from your mind and be like, okay, if I drop this, this is the only option I'm going for. And so when you do that and you just drop it, like, how do you feel if you had, or I'm gonna have to rephrase this. Imagine somebody making this decision for you. How would you feel with either decision being made for you? So let's say the person's like, all right, you should stay with these people. You are going to stay with these people who are around you, right? How does that make you feel? If you don't like that, in your gut, you can feel it in your gut. If you don't like that, then you know that the other decision is actually the one you want to make. If you feel like, if this person was like, all right, you've got to spin this, like, this could be the other way around. Obviously, put this message where it fits. It's pretty kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of biased in a certain direction, but what's this journey, Spirit? This is a spiritual journey, because you're in hermit, but you're taking action towards it. Like, you're taking action towards this in silence. You're making this decision on your own. Like, there might be a handful of people that know that you have to make some kind of decision, but ultimately it's silently on you, because no one knows what you're doing behind the scenes. Like, some people know of the situation that you're in, but no one knows that you have these other options and that you're behind the scenes with these other options. And it could be scary making these leaps. Whoa, alright. This came out. One moment. Star, the sun, yeah. So, you've got so many different options because you're the star. Because you're weighing up the options, you're looking at yourself and what you're actually capable of doing. But behind you, whatever you're doing, you've got the sun and judgment with you. So judgment's being called. And while you're doing this, like, again, this is you taking a step forward on your world stage to, I guess, in a sense, control your destiny, or be on the forefront of your own creation. Because you're looking at these options. You're seeing your options of what you're capable of, realizing that you're the star, and everything that you want to bring into the world, all your creation that you want to bring, is just to do with love. You want to shed light on stuff. You could be thinking about what's going on in the world and looking at things and not being talked about, and you want to talk about these things and bring this into people's awareness. You want to enlighten people of these things and ideas. But you're scared to make this leap because you're not sure how to do it. Like, this is why you're asking for faith, because you don't know what to expect. And this leap, this jump is terrifying. And judgment's coming in. There's going to be judgment to those people. So this is like people receiving some of their karma, and this is you receiving your karma too, in the sense karma's not always negative. Karma is good and bad. It's both. You're receiving your karma because of what you want to bring, because of all your different skills and all the different things you're capable of, because you're the star, and the fact that you want to bring light to the world. And these people, whoever they are, they could be gossiping the fact that, hey, look, this guy is like, this guy or girl is probably not who they say they are. But because you're the hermit, and these people don't actually know anything about you, all they do is sit back and assume, because what you do around them makes them jealous of what you're able to do, and they envy you to a degree. But you're having to take this leap. Like, this is you taking a fat leap in this direction, and you're terrified. Like I feel like there's a sense that you're terrified to make this leap. You're absolutely terrified. You're holding yourself back from this to a degree. Like, you could have been holding yourself back, but you didn't actualize it properly yet. It wasn't yet quite apparent within your consciousness. But then whatever you've been going on behind the scenes while you've been in hermit mode, and you've been taking action towards certain things behind the scenes too, and it is to do with your journey, and it's about you migrating to what, like with the hummingbird, migrating to where you feel you need to be. I didn't actually read the journey's card. So the journey is an invitation to step outside the boundaries of your life as you know it. The journey is not a holiday. It is a call to be hermit-like and go on a pilgrimage into the unknown. There are no maps to territory you'll be exploring, no marked paths or roads. Exactly what I've been saying. Like, there's wherever you're going, whatever you have to, this whole situation that you feel like you have to release, or you don't know what to do, you're stuck in this position where you don't know where to go between these two things. You're trying to make a decision, and again, your gut feeling is telling you to go on this journey where you can't see anything. I'm thinking of the moon right now, so it's like a dark path that you're being guided to go down, and to know that you've got protection in this situation, because you're going on this journey. The invitation, the time to embark on that great journey is here. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Feel it. Oh, it kind of makes me think, because you got, three of wands twice, looking at the ships. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. You got two of wands as well. This is you choosing the decision to go on that path. And this other wand here, this one was here because it was a previous idea. It was a previous instinctive decision that you decided to do. But you're putting that at the backbone. You're putting that to the side because you feel as though you don't need it. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you will be led true. Even when you are not sure of where you're going, it is the departure that is most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost. Another ship may not arrive for a very long time. You have to make this leap pretty soon. In the next 6 months, this leap needs to be made with whatever situation that is. This could be, I don't know why I thought 6 months. This could be 12 weeks or 3 days. far out. This is 3 days. This is a pretty big decision. It's scary. Alright, what does the universe have to say? This is the secret language of light. What does the light have to say about this entire situation? This is a long reading. Soulcraft. Crafting your own path, man. New ideas, new thoughts, new perspectives, trying to figure out, again, this is you creating your own way. So, where is it? Here it is. There we go. The thoughts, ideas, and topics you incessantly discuss are crafting your life, so focus on the ones that make your heart smile. You are ready to receive answers for your soul about any topics, thoughts, or ideas you want to change. Be wise in your craft, and the path of least resistance will call you. Different soul vibrations will inspire different actions. If you feel tired, your inspired action will be to rest or sleep. If you're feeling love, you'll be inspired to do things that emulate love in your day. We all sense with our soul, but often override it with the rational mind. Trust your soul is bringing you some most up-to-date information. But that wasn't a confirmation to finalize everything. This is like this message is necessary for someone in terms that they know where they needed to go. But there is a level of rationalizing whatever's going on with this situation, maybe because it's easy. Maybe it is the easier path to just stick in this situation where you're surrounded by people that it's not going to be healthy for you for whatever duration of time you have to be around these people. So you're left in a situation of being criticized. These people are behind your back and they create conflict. They spite you. And this is you trusting. This is a serious thing on trust and faith. Judgment will be called. I feel like you don't, whatever you're doing at the moment, if this is to do with a hobby and you're joining a group of people in this hobby that you're trying to develop, and that you don't actually need these people. These people need you, but they don't want you to think that they need you, so they go behind. They don't want to even think for themselves that they need you. So they just gossip about you. And if they get the chance to take it from you, I reckon they would. But ultimately, they're just going to be stuck because their energy that they're attracting in the situation is what they're going to get in return with that judgment coming in. It's their karma coming through. 448. Let your light shine. Goes to 9. This is coming into a close completion. Because whatever you're working on, whatever this is, whatever your hobby, whatever your career, your work, this could be in terms of family or, just friend groups. You're essentially being asked to walk away. because you're in this hermit mode, trying to figure out the best option and decision on how to move forward. Yeah. Family, nope. Here we go. Yeah, be authentic. That's what it says underneath the description for this card. Today, embrace your uniqueness. Say to yourself, I am so pleased and honored to be me. Embrace the parts of you that feel a little strange. They feel this way because you resist experiencing the fullness of you. You've got underneath you, you've got the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords. She is fully tied up here. And here she is tied up also. Well, you have to release those bonds from yourself. And that's not allowing you to be a full expression of who you are. I think that's what, maybe you don't feel like you can be the full expression of who you are around these people. And you're being told to leave so that you can continue growing into yourself. We can feel a little odd or peculiar at times, longing to be like everyone else and just fit in. But compromise breeds resentment. Locking yourself into the pretense of what others want will strangle your soul and split you into far out, man. Yeah, you don't want to be around these people. You don't want to be around these people. It's just hands down. And like, you think maybe it's worth trying because, again, I feel it's to do with a hobby, some kind of career choice or something where these people just happen to be there when you're trying to learn and you're trying to grow, and because these people don't want to accept who you actually are, and you know that already, you knew that from the beginning, and there's like an instinctual knowing, an unconscious knowing that you have limited yourself into a small frame just so that these people will accept you. And we all do that from time to time. But when these people don't have anything of value to offer you, or they're doing this to you, that going behind your back, they're backstabbing you, people are uncertain of whether or not they should approach you or something like that, like people are trying to be kind of sneaky and think that they're better than you and are right in their egos. And this is a group of people. This is a group of people who stick to each other, and they don't free themselves from their little bubble, because if they do that, they will probably have a meltdown of some kind. So they're all codependently being narcissistic on each other. I don't know why that came to me. I haven't mentioned anything on narcissistic so far. Let your soul shine outward and inspire others to connect, embrace, and shine their truth. When we align with our soul, we feel loved and satisfied. We no longer need others to lean on to fill our perceived voids or to be indifferent to who they are. Instead, we want to be with others for the pure joy of it. Create new ways toward anything that is of interest to you. Can you feel relief wash over you? You're beautiful. Whoa, this is kind of reflecting into my own life a little bit, but I don't want to necessarily put that energy into this. So because you're in hermit mode, you're aware of these different parts. You could have been, you're evaluating this whole thing, this whole situation here. You're evaluating your own life. You're trying to figure out how to move forward, and you're also acknowledging all the different things that you're actually capable of doing. All these different options of what you can do, because you know that you doing them is because you ultimately want to shed light on things. You want to illuminate stuff. You want to bring into the awareness certain things to do with the world, and you want to help heal it. I see that you're like a healer. and these new ideas, these new things that you're doing, you're working on, these things behind the scenes that no one's seeing, and you're realizing that you want to put more importance and more time into these things, but there's a level of you're in a situation where you might feel stuck here. It seems like the more rational decision to stay doing whatever this is, because the idea, taking that leap of faith and totally trusting in your higher power. It's like a test, in a way. I don't believe that spirit necessarily tests you, it just more so asks, is this really what you want? You want to follow your authentic truth, you want to be authentic. Is your authentic truth here with these people? These group of people who are interlocked in their own little egotistical bubble of themselves, of codependentness with each other to cope with whatever's going on or whatever they have to deal with, and you're out here being independent. You don't need them. You know that you don't need them. They can see that you don't need them and that you don't act upon them as in the fact that you're asking them for help all the time. I want to get a card from the fourth deck. Let's do it. I did have a funny feeling I would end up using this, but it's over here. I really love the way that these cards feel, and like the way that they shuffle. It's so nice. Just out of the box, they're just so smooth, and it's just a relief. Man, this is almost a full hour. Got 51:51 when I looked. Crazy. My third eye's pinging as well. It's going crazy. Four of Swords. This whole situation with these people is completely it's not. There's not much nothing really stable with it. Because again, they're in their own little circle, your own little bubble, and you being a part of that bubble is like you being, you're infiltrating the little world, because you're going to bring realness to the situation, you're going to bring authentic expression to the situation, which none of them are really, they're all lacking that because they don't do the internal work like you do. One more. And then I'm going to fish 8:08 on the clock. Let's go. Synchronicity. Oh, this one. Prince of Swords. Princess of Swords. And then Disappointment. 5 of Cups on the bottom of this. On the bottom of the deck. It's disappointing. I can actually feel the weight of this. This is something that you're really disappointed with because you had higher hopes for this. Now you're realizing that you have to cut these people out because they're essentially cutting you out. It's not worth it to you in the long term, because this is something that's semi-long term. I said 6 months. That this affects you in that way. And you got to make this decision. And it's stressful, and you're kind of lost in this. But Spirit's asking you to just take that leap, because you can see this. You got those. Again, you can see everything from that higher perspective of things, and realistically, you're being asked to move in towards this your higher purpose in the situation, and leave behind these people who are just stagnant, and they just, again, they're in this bubble. You know, again, this card says truce. This Four of Swords. This is truce at the bottom, and what I feel like that is that that's you trying to fit into the image so that you can create a truce with these people, just so you can be around them. So that means you're having to put parts of yourself behind on the back burner just to make these people happy, and to feed their egos with whatever they've got going on within their little bubble, you know. Alright, that's the read. Gonna end it here. Going on for almost an hour. Alright, if this reading resonated with you, subscribe. No, joke. If this resonated with you, you know, put it in the comment section. I'd be interested it'd be interesting to get those kind of confirmations back. But yeah, you know, move towards whatever this is. Whatever this higher calling is, whatever your instincts are telling you, what your gut feelings telling you, where you should go between these two options that you're weighing at this time. It is a weight thing. Like, it's like, if I go in this way, how much stress and how much weight's to this decision? How much weight is to this decision? You're trying to weigh them out, and you're figuring out the best possible option to move forward. Alright guys, I'm just going to end it here. You know, thanks for watching. Appreciate you, especially if you got through to this point in the video. And I hope that you know how to make your decision on moving forward from this. I hope this brings some form of clarity, realization, some form of epiphany, you know, anything like that. Alright people, farewell. Boom. I missed the button.